Coming up next, an airline mess with delays and cancellations as travelers face the effects of the government shutdown.
I mean, as a traveler, it's very inconvenient for me, but if I'm not getting paid right for my services, I wouldn't work either. So I feel like it's a double-edged sword at that point.
Plus, the first winter blast from the Midwest into the Northeast, including into Pennsylvania.
And a look into a week-long celebration of film here in our area. The Center County Report starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Ryan Patterson.
And I'm Catherine Schreiner. Thanks for joining us for the Center County Report. Our top story, the first shot of winter weather here in Pennsylvania and across the Northeast and Midwest. As cold settled over much of the country, a lake-effect snowstorm blasted the Chicago area with more than a foot of snow yesterday. That made driving dangerous and canceled flights. Snow also fell across Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. Lake-effect snow also fell in northwestern Pennsylvania around Erie. And here in central PA, snow squalls overnight left roads icy and even shut down I-80 for a few hours. Let's check with student meteorologist Hannah George.
That lake effect snow can be pretty powerful. Some areas in northwestern Pennsylvania saw almost a foot of snow. Some even saw over a foot. Us here in State College saw about half an inch. Right now, our temperatures are in the upper 20s, low 30s, but those feels likes are in the low 20s. A lot of wind going on out there, and that wind is going to affect those temperatures out there. Those gusts in the mid 20s at the moment, but they are going to get up into the 30s in some parts of Pennsylvania today. So that wind chill or feels like temperature is 21 for us here in State College. Across the state, those winds are affecting the feels like temperature, so it still is feeling pretty winter-like out there. So be sure to grab a winter jacket wherever you may be heading, because it is pretty chilly out there. Those winter-like conditions are going to move out as we move further into the week, though. Right now, we have a couple winter weather advisories that are still in effect, and we have some wind advisories. So north of I-80, you want to be mindful of any snow squalls if you are driving in those areas, because we do have some of those lake effect snow showers still occurring. Filippo will have a further weather look for you in just a moment.
Thanks, Hannah. Today's other big story, progress to end the government shutdown. The Senate has passed legislation to reopen the government, bringing the longest shutdown in history closer to an end. A small group of Democrats agreed to deal with Republicans despite criticism from their party. House lawmakers have been told to return to Washington right away for a vote. The moderate Democrats agreed to reopen the government without a guaranteed extension of health care subsidies. 8 Democrats voted with Republicans on the shutdown deal, among them Pennsylvania U.S. Senator John Fetterman. He's criticized Democrats for using the shutdown to demand concessions on health care. In a social media post, he said, "I'm sorry to our military, SNAP recipients, government workers, and Capitol Police who haven't been paid in weeks. It should have never come to this. This was a failure."
Frustrations are growing over the ongoing flight cancellations and delays because of the shutdown. And President Donald Trump has pressured air traffic controllers, telling them to get back to work. Reporter Mariah Elizondo is live at the State College Airport. Mariah, what's the situation there?
Thanks, Catherine. Well, there were flights canceled between here and Chicago in the past few days. Some of that because of the storm. Now, there have also been delays between in and out of here to Philadelphia, so it adds up to a lot of uncertainty for anyone who's flying. Now, Ryan Patterson has that story.
From State College to Chicago, and D.C. to Philly and beyond, air travel delays are getting worse as the government shutdown drags on.
I mean, as a traveler, it's very inconvenient for me, but I mean, if you're not paying people right, I completely understand. If I'm not getting paid right for my services, I wouldn't work either. So,
U.S. airlines canceled nearly 3,000 flights on Sunday, and more than 1,000 are already canceled for Tuesday. It's all to comply with an FAA order to reduce traffic, as some air traffic controllers who have gone unpaid for nearly a month have stopped showing up for work. Thanksgiving is one of the busiest travel seasons of the year, with airlines estimating over 30 million people are set to fly for the holiday.
Officials say flight cancellations at airports across the country are expected to persist even after the government shutdown ends. This is because it takes a while to get controllers back and to get the system back on track.
Delays and cancellations are likely to get worse, as airlines are increasingly unable to reposition planes, pilots, and flight attendants due to the air traffic controller shortage. And bad weather in some parts of the country is adding to the problem. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has said air traffic may be cut as much as 20% if the shutdown continues. In State College, I'm Ryan Patterson for the Center County Report.
After canceling nearly 8,000 flights since Friday, the FAA's goal for cutting flights is set to rise 6% today. Live at the airport, I'm Riley Zondo. Now back to you.
Thanks, Mariah. Today is Veterans Day, and there are events around the area, including at Penn State. I take a closer look at the local resources for veterans available in Center County. Across Center County, resources are available to help veterans. Bellefonte is home to the Center County VA. They provide help from healthcare to education support. The State College VA Clinic provides general medical care, including physical and behavioral services. Penn State University also provides services through the VA and student affairs offices. Resources include free emergency mental health care and financial aid guidance. Another source, A Soldier's Hands, provides help for active duty military. The local nonprofit began in 2007 when owner Trish Schallenberger met a young soldier on his way to deployment. She sent 180 care packages to his unit in support.
It was kind of like the domino dropped and something would be put in its place and then that would be hit. And then people were reaching out and said, "We hear you send care packages to the troops. Can you help?"
Today, the organization has sent more than 40,000 care packages to different units in need, hoping to help in any way.
When someone joins, that is a lifetime appointment, so to speak. And so I'm truly grateful. I can't do that, but what I can do is help to serve them and know and acknowledge them and know that they are appreciated.
Their work mostly involves deployed soldiers, but Schallenberger ensures that both active and veteran statuses are seen, lending a helping hand to all along her path, including VA employees and local veterans. Volunteers and unit requests can be made at A Soldier's Hands through their website.
The Center Film Festival is underway this week with special events and film screenings across Center County. Reporter Mariah Elizondo has that story.
The 7th annual Center Film Festival is in full swing this week, bringing filmmakers, students, and movie lovers together. The week-long celebration features films and shorts from professionals and Penn State and high school students, ranging from fiction, nonfiction, to documentaries.
I think the Center Film Festival is a fantastic outlet for those first-time filmmakers and for students to showcase their work, because they're getting to showcase who they are as an artist to the community, and not only that, they're getting the recognition that they do deserve.
Center Film Festival Club President Sydney Stewart entered a film for the first time and says she's excited to connect with other creators.
It's crazy actually having one in the festival this year.
Right here behind me is the State Theater, and you'll see a community gathering together for a red carpet event, and later tonight they'll be showcasing 5 seasons of My Childhood.
Movies will be screening all week at locations across Center County, including the State Theater, Carnegie Cinema, Paterno Library, UEC Theater 12, and the historic Roland Theater in Phillipsburg. Stewart has been involved for 4 years and hopes to see it keep growing.
For people that want to get involved, just do it.
The festival continues throughout the week with screenings, panels, and special events celebrating storytelling, creativity, and community connections through film. In State College, I'm Riley Zondo for Center County Report.
The festival wraps up Sunday with an awards ceremony honoring Penn State alumni, including retired Saturday Night Live director Don Roy King and actor and writer Jerry Johnson.
Still to come on the Center County Report, is a warm-up on the way? We'll check the 7-day forecast.
And a new indoor golf facility in our area. Also coming up, a circus act in State College, but there's a larger mission for this performing arts event.
When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile.
Todd's a joy.
Yes.
Todd really is a great joy.
And you.
Learn about adopting a teen at adoptuskids.org.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Keep going, keep going.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
New research from a team of Penn State scientists shows abandoned oil and gas wells in western PA are leaking methane and metals into the groundwater. They studied 18 old wells in and near the Allegheny National Forest. This study shows the wells leak methane not only into the air, but also into the adjoining groundwater. Some of the site's water also showed high concentrations of dissolved iron and arsenic.
A new business is teeing off in State College, combining golf and food under one roof. The Golf Loft is expected to open early next year, featuring golf simulators, a putting green, and a full bar and restaurant with views of Beaver Stadium. The 12,000 square foot space inside the plaza at Aspen State College will let guests rent clubs, play with friends, or host events. Now let's send it over to Filippo to take a closer look at the weather.
And Ryan, today would have been a perfect day to go visit that golf lodge, as not many people are going to be hitting the links today because we have snow currently on the ground. As Hannah mentioned earlier, a ½ inch of snow recorded here in State College. Right now, we're right at freezing with a feels like of 21 with that westerly wind sustaining itself at 17 miles per hour. Our current radar and satellite showing these snow bands across central Pennsylvania as lake effect snow off of Lake Erie continues throughout the Commonwealth, and we'll see that continue into tonight. Also, the wind speeds right now sitting right around 20 miles an hour, and that'll sustain itself throughout much of the day, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. And the winds will start to wane as we head into this evening and overnight tonight. And our futurecast showing these lake effect snow bands starting to deteriorate through the afternoon and this evening. The chance for a flurry or a light snow shower overnight tonight into tomorrow morning here in State College, but no accumulation associated with any of those. Throughout the day tomorrow, our temperature will begin to climb and we'll see a switch to rain for much of Pennsylvania as this lake effect event starts to come to an end. In terms of our future snowfall, most of the heaviest snow will fall in Bradford and areas just inland of Lake Erie, specifically not at the Erie shoreline, where Erie is only expected to pick up about a ½ inch from here on forward. As we go into this weekend, we'll see a great day on Friday, the best day of the week, and then as we go throughout Sunday, we'll see another system move in. It will be warm enough that this will be all rain, but a little bit right here in the Poconos could see some mixing as we go throughout the very start of this system. And as we go throughout the rest of the weekend and into the early part of next week, we'll see some wraparound snow showers on the back end of this system. For today, 35 degrees are high. Some morning snow showers starting to move out now, but the wind will be all day, 15 to 25 miles an hour out of the west, gusting to 35. And as we step into tonight, we'll see those snow showers continue. Again, no accumulation associated with these, very light. Our low temperature right at freezing. The winds will wane a little bit, 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting to 20. And as we step into tomorrow, the temperature rises into the 40s. An isolated rain or snow shower on the table, but I think mostly will stay overcast here. As we go into the rest of this week and into the weekend, our temperatures will be on the increase into the 40s and even the 50s, but that's also associated with that rain on Sunday.
Well, I would say this past weekend was pretty great weather for an engagement.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, major congratulations to both you and Peter.
Well, thank you so much. Now let's toss over to sports with Pat.
Thank you, and congratulations, Catherine. Coming up in sports, they've won the national championship 4 years in a row. Now, Penn State Wrestling is making the long-awaited return. And a great effort by the Nittany Lions took the #2 football team in the country to the limit, but it ended in another agonizing loss. What's next for the team looks ahead?
Hey there, I'm Lance Bass, and this is Chip. And if you're like me, your pets mean the world to you. And if disaster strikes, saving them is a priority. Learn how to keep your best friends safe at AmericanHumane.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music.
Yeah.
Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
I'm Patrick Gray with sports. Penn State football hits the road this week, still searching for its first Big Ten win of the season. The team nearly upset #2 Indiana over the weekend, but came up short in another agonizing late-game loss. For the first time since 2004, the Nittany Lions have 6 straight losses. That's after a heartbreaking 27-24 loss to #2 ranked Indiana. In front of a roaring Beaver Stadium crowd, Penn State came back from a 13-point deficit in the third quarter and took the lead. But the late-game heroics of Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza and a spectacular end-zone catch gave the Hoosiers a last-minute win.
When you get in games like this, you have to have players that make plays to win games, and he won the game for them. He was amazing. He's tough. We hit him relentlessly the entire game, and he kept getting up.
The Penn State comeback was led by 2 scores from running back Nicholas Singleton and a career-high 219 passing yards from quarterback Ethan Grunkmeyer. Despite the success in some areas, late-game issues were again the ultimate downfall.
They're getting after it. We're straining these guys, and they don't reap any reward for it. And it's very difficult. Again, I feel bad for those guys.
The team now looks ahead to a game at Michigan State. The Spartans are also winless in conference play.
So we're going to come back tomorrow, and we're going to get back at it, and we're going to be ready to play at Michigan State next week.
With 3 games left, the team will need 3 straight victories to be eligible for a bowl game. Kickoff for Saturday's game is at 3:30 p.m., and you can listen live on Penn State Com Radio with our broadcast team in East Lansing, Michigan. Now to high school football. It's playoff season. Both Penn Cambria and Huntington went into Friday night ranked statewide at the 3A level, after the Whistle reporter Edison Palumbi was at Mansion Park to see who would continue their season.
If head coach Jason Grassi wasn't already soaked to the bone after the game's constant rainfall, he most certainly was after this Gatorade bath.
I told him before the game, like, if it rains, snows, it doesn't matter. Our mentality is to get out here and play. Doesn't matter what the weather's like. We're going to play our hardest and do what we do, and it doesn't faze our guys. We just come out here and play.
We like to say we're the mountain boys or the mountain men, but you know that it's a mindset. You just got to keep on pushing.
This stuff's on the norm up on the mountain, baby.
Huntington Stars running back Landon Erdman, but the Penn Cambria defense was able to contain him in the second half and slow him down after a hot start.
44 is running the ball also in the first half. You know, he didn't do crap in the second half.
The Panthers defense was smothering all night. All of the scoring for Huntington came from just 2 first-half field goals.
We've been a little bit. They got some yards. They ran the ball on us a little bit. They won some first down matchups there the first half, but our guys we didn't buckle. You know, we stopped them when we needed to and held them to 2 field goals. So pretty proud of those guys for the effort that they played on defense tonight.
One of the Penn Cambria standouts didn't just impact the defense, he had an impact on all phases of the game. As you can see, the weather here at Mansion Park is not too pleasant, but that didn't deter Blake Lilly. He found the end zone twice, once on an 89-yard punt return and once on a 51-yard reception, and also had a crucial interception for Penn Cambria.
It's just amazing to finally come back and have a great game again. You know, I mean, obviously I can't do without them, but you know, I made some big plays.
It doesn't matter where we're at on the field. I can trust Blake Lilly to go up and get a ball and make a play.
For Grassi, this season was a homecoming. He coached the Panthers from 2013 to 2016, but returned to the post this season and led them to a second consecutive 3A championship.
We celebrate tonight, watch the film tomorrow. I think we're playing Brockway, so we'll get ready for that game. You have to have a short mind, and it's 1-0 next week is the focus right now.
You can see highlights and post-game reaction from the top local high school games this Friday on our sports show After the Whistle. That's live at 11:30 p.m. on our YouTube channel, Penn State Student Media. The Penn State men's basketball team welcomes Navy to the BJC tonight. The Nittany Lions are 2-0 so far this season. It'll be the second home game for the Lions, where they beat Fairfield last week. On Saturday, they traveled to New Haven and came away with a big 44-point win. As for Navy, the midshipmen are looking to bounce back after a loss to Yale. Penn State freshman Kaden Mingo has been a standout for the Lions so far, averaging 15.5 points this year. And the Lady Lions are back in action tomorrow as well. They're 2-0 this season after beating Cincinnati 82-77 on Friday. They had 5 players in double figures and finished the night shooting almost 50% from the field. Penn State will host Coppin State tomorrow in its field trip day game at 11:30 a.m. in Rec Hall. Penn State men's hockey is back on home ice this weekend against another tough opponent, number 2 ranked Michigan. The Nittany Lions got swept out of East Lansing over the weekend, losing Game 1 in overtime and then 5-0 the following night. The women's team is still unbeaten at 12-0 and takes on Syracuse later this week. After a long wait, defending national champion Penn State Wrestling is finally back for a new season. The Nittany Lions will open against Oklahoma on Friday in the Bryce Jordan Center. They're coming off another national title and a Big Ten championship win under Coach Cale Sanderson. And the season is over for Penn State men's soccer. They took 10th-ranked Michigan to the final whistle over the weekend and tied the Wolverines 0-0, but that wraps up a disappointing season with only 5 wins. That's all for sports. Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that the football season's over. I think that's pretty obvious as of this point. But what keeps you guys interested in Penn State athletics from here on out?
Honestly, wrestling is always a safe bet to bet on, so I got to say that.
Wrestling, and I'm excited to see the basketball team this year.
Yeah, well, that's great. Thanks, Patrick. Coming up next, a group of performers take to the air, aiming to spark interest in the local performing arts community.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
There's been another deadly shooting at a local elementary school. According to authorities, the suspect acquired the gun from a family member's home before using it to take the lives of innocent children and teachers.
Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Take control at ready.gov/olderadults.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
The Phoenix Academy of Performing Arts has been fostering creativity in Center County for years. It recently hosted a 2-day event as part of its mission to strengthen the performing arts scene here in State College. Hannah George reports.
The circus comes and it leaves, but the circus is here to stay.
At the Phoenix Academy of Performing Arts in Penn Township, that message rings true. The Academy has spent years creating a space where performance, athleticism, and art all come together. The studio recently hosted its 2-day Circus Intensive Silks workshop. It's a chance for students of any age to experience the world of aerial performance.
Circus arts is so beneficial physically, mentally, emotionally, socially.
Instructor Shannon Sexton traveled from Philadelphia to lead the intensive event. She and Myers first met while teaching circus arts, and together they've grown the program here in State College. For Myers, it's about building a stronger performing arts presence in central Pennsylvania and giving residents an outlet to explore something new.
Having the school here is a really great foundation for circus arts to stay here.
The Phoenix Academy has been here in State College for a few years, and they have plans to continue growing and to continue teaching the community. The Academy says workshops like this help inspire creativity and confidence in participants of all levels. And the success shows local interest is only climbing higher.
I just want to thank State College for being so supportive and welcoming a new art form.
In Patton Township, I'm Hannah George for the Center County Report.
I love it.
The Phoenix Academy plans to continue offering community workshops as part of its mission to make performing arts a lasting part of life in Center County.
That's all for today's newscast. We hope you'll join us on Friday for our next local update.
But you can follow us anytime for breaking news on our Center County Report X, and you can see our stories on our Facebook page, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a good afternoon.
No young person should ever have to worry about having a safe place to sleep at night, or whether anyone cares about them.
But the reality is, 1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year.
For over 50 years, Covenant House has been helping youth in crisis and giving them the support and tools they need to succeed in life. To learn more, go to covenanthouse.org today. Thank you for caring.
In Iraq, our truck hit a roadside bomb. I had about 16 surgeries on my hand so that I could regain function. And when I came home, I needed a new roof due to a storm. And I was about to lose homeowners insurance as well. I applied for Operation Homefront Critical Financial Assistance Program. And it's good to know that when we come home, there are people who are there that care about us. Operation Homefront, they've really been a blessing.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019.
I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
The new Walk MS experience was so uplifting. All of us are coming together, not only for that walk day, but for every day.
I love the energy at Walk MS. It is community, it is family. I can ride that high for the rest of the year.
A cure is on the line for me.
A cure is on the line for all of us.
After the Whistle starts at Tiger Stadium, where Hollidaysburg running back Carter Muth takes the handoff, jukes, and hits the hole as he's off and running for the 62-yard score. Let's take another look at that amazing play in slow motion. Muth gets the open lane, zooms past the DuBois defenders, and has nobody to beat en route to a Tiger touchdown. Hello and welcome back to After the Whistle. As State and District 6 playoffs ramp up, we'll bring you some rematches from earlier in the season as teams duke it out for district championships and even advance in state playoffs. Live from University Park, I'm Isabel Negrini.
And I'm Andrew Matz. We'll also get into Penn State football's battle against Indiana tomorrow at noon and more about the evolving quarterback situation. After the Whistle starts now. Beautiful. Kicking off the night at Mansion Park, where the Penn Cambria Panthers took on the Huntington Bearcats in a Laurel Highlands playoff clash. Both teams are coming off of huge wins last week, and both are ranked statewide at the 3A level. Early in the second quarter,